Today we'll be discussing or looking at a very important topic: excelling in your academic career. For an undergraduate student, the journey starts from your 100 level, as a point of entry, to your final year. And it depends. The number of years you spend depends on the course you have chosen to study. And for a secondary school students, the journey starts from JSS 1, that is a point of entry, to SS 3. So if you want to excel at the end of the day, you need to start planning from that very point of entry. For undergraduates, 100 level, that is the first point you start planning if you really want to excel. So we want to look at some of the things that you take into consideration before you be able to excel in your academic journey. Number one is to set clear goals. These goals will be divided into two: the short-term goals and the long-term goals. What do you mean by these goals? Those are the things you want to achieve at the end of the day. Okay, let's consider the short-term goal. For example, in your first year, you have set a target that you want to make a CGPA of 4.5 or 4.6, and you work towards it. You work towards it, and you break them down into manageable steps. And then at the end of that, you'll be able to see a result that is close to what you desired. Then for a long-term goal, maybe you are doing a 5-year program, and at the end of the 5 years, you want to come out with a first class degree. You have set a long-term goal for 5 years, and you work towards it. Every year you see the level of achievement, the progress made so far, and you'll be able to achieve that. And with doing this, you always track your progress regularly and adjust your strategy. Adjust your strategies. For example, if you want to maybe come out with a CGPA of 4.5 your first year, your strategy will be that, okay, I'm taking 10 courses, and out of these 10, I have two of my courses are 4 units courses. Maybe three of them are 3 units, the other one, two, rest, one. Your focus will be on the one with higher credit units. Such that if you make good grades in those courses with higher uh, units, it will make your CGPA to go higher, to fly. These are the strategies. Your reading strategy and so many other things. So you always review them. Then number two, develop strong study habits. You develop a study that best suits you. Students are always fond of copying from each other. The strategy student A will use may suit him, as student B will try to copy that strategy. It may not work for you. So look for what some students, for example, let me give you an instance. Some students will read in the late hours of the night, while some cannot. So look for a strategy, a routine that work best for you, and use the active learning techniques. When we talk about techniques, in the course of studying, you have to adapt some techniques that will work for you. Even in studying, in reading, some students will read. At the end of the day, they will practice. They will examine themselves. These are these are habits. So by the time you adopt this, you'll be seeing yourself doing well in your chosen career. Then number three, master time management. In one of the lectures or discussions, we took time to talk about time management. As a student, you need to manage your time very, very well. Have a personal study timetable. Have a personal study timetable. Divide your time into segments. This is the time I want to study. This is the time I want to go for my sports. This is the time I want to go for my church activities. This is the time I have. You should also have a social time to interact with other students. So by the time you break down this time, you are managing your time properly. Some of the students, they take all their time on the social media, doing this and that. One is not saying you should not do social media, but you should have time for it. And then avoid procrastination. Maybe you are given an assignment, you say tomorrow I'll do it, and that assignment has deadline. You keep on procrastinating until you end up not doing that assignment. You're not managing your time properly. Then number four, stay organized. Organization starts from your environment where you live. If someone comes into your room, everywhere your books are scattered all over the room. No, you should have where you keep your books. Even in case of emergency, if I go here, I will get this, I will have this book and that. You are an organized student. Even to your notes, you should write your notes, structure your notes in such a way that if you are looking for a particular topic, you always go there and get it. And I made mention of something sometime that even your notes, you should have a column where you summarize certain things. Because in an exam situation, you may not be able to read all your notes. And remember, you don't read during exams. You only revise. So during revision, you may not have all the time to read all the notes. Most at times, you may have two papers in a particular day, and maybe one is the morning, one in the afternoon, and you need to revise the two courses or the two subjects in one night. You see, so if you are not organized, it will it will not go well. So always organize your notes, organize your environment, organize everything around you so that you not get confused at a point. Number 5, engage actively in the class. Participate in the class discussion and ask questions. Many students are always shy of participating in the class. Maybe if I say this, I may be wrong. If you are wrong, you'll be corrected. So don't be afraid of saying anything. Always participate in the discussion and ask your question. Take detailed notes and review them regularly. Most students, they don't take notes. Some students go into the lecture hall, the class, without any writing material. At the end of the day, they will collect and start snapping the notes. You cannot read that note you snapped effectively. Most of the times, we are talking about shortage of power. Your phone is not charged. So how do you read those notes effectively? So engage actively in the class and also form study groups for collaborative learning. I also talked about that sometime in one of the classes. By the time you are engaged in the collaborative learning, what we call a discussion group or group study, it will broaden your horizon, your thinking, your approach in answering a particular question may be different from another student. By the time you come together and share this idea, your knowledge will be broadened, will become more active. And once you have this knowledge and you share it, it become you become part of you, become part of you, and you cannot easily forget it. So number 6, seek help when needed. Like I always say, some of the students can explain certain concepts more clearly than a lecturer or a teacher. So if you are in doubt, always seek help, either from your student, the smart student, or from your lecturer or teacher. Utilize your academic resources, your library, your online books, and so on. Then number 7, maintain healthy lifestyle. What do we mean by healthy lifestyle in this case? Get enough sleep, at least 7 to 9 hours every night. Don't deny yourself sleep rather. Don't deny yourself sleep because of studies. It will affect your health. And also eat good or nutritious food to boost your brain function. So, some of the students are in the habit of reading throughout the night. And sometimes when you look at the closely what they are doing, they are not really reading. They just want to create an impression that I didn't sleep last night. Some of them will sit and be dozing. You are not reading, you are not comprehending, and you are also denying yourself sleep. So who are you deceiving? The whole of this is that the time you are supposed to read or study, you didn't do it, and you want to do it for all the courses during the exam situation. Like I always said, you can only revise during the examination period. So with this, you'll be doing yourself more harm than good. Number 8 is stay motivated. You read success story about people that have done that similar course you are doing, the similar studies. You read about them, and then you get motivated and always make yourself happy. Maybe at the end of the semester or the session, you have seen your results and the result is good. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself that you have done well. Even if it's a bottle of cook, snacks, hang out somewhere and celebrate yourself. It is very, very important. Then number 9, use technology wisely. I always say that students are on advantage these days. You have all the online resources, but instead of using these resources, some are using it negatively or using them negatively, like the social media. You have the internet to do your research, to get your findings, but some use it negatively. So that is what I mean by use the technology wisely. And with this, you will be on the way to excelling in your academic career. Thank you.